it's going to keep on causing a public nuisance to the family. And if it keeps on getting dragged up by him the way it is, because it's him that's doing it, we speak on it after he drags it up. It's going to give the family more ammunition to go, look, is he that killed our son? We need to know, because we're starting to think it's him and we're getting more traumatized and we're getting more damaged. Now, if the Bulger family went on that angle, they'd have to release give them the identity straight away. So it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. It's short notice for us, the truth really, but for him, don't forget how long he's been hiding the truth. He's been hiding, if it's him, he's been hiding the truth for well over a decade. You know, you can't hide lies for that long. They come out. They come out. Especially when you've got not doing what he's told by the authorities, playing up and still acting like him. It is what it is. Let's just wait and see. Got loads of people saying it's defo him. You can't say it's defo him. But out of a scale of 100, you're talking 95. Why? Because he's not proven. He's not getting his previous convictions out and removing the stigma from him. You can't be using that for click. You can't be. He'd never mention him. He'd always mention his Cody. Why? Because his Cody shit on him in reality. Every time he came out screaming, it'll be John Venables this, John Venables that, John Venables this, and I'd keep on going, why the fuck are you dragging this all over the gaff? What's wrong with you, you dirty? Why have you got a fascination with... I'm saying this for years. Why have you got a fascination with this John Venables? You're doing damage to the family, you rat. That's what I'm screaming at him. It's only this last year, 18 months, Robert Thompson's going on him. He's fucking Robert Thompson. He's got a crazy super injunction over his head. This, I've always wondered, how's he getting off with this? How's he allowed to do this to me on social media for 8 years and the feds do fuck all? He's issued threats 3 times across social media. You don't do fuck all to him, it's weird. If it was me, gone, charged. Anyway, it is what it is. As I say, the truth always prevails, people. It always comes out. Always. And I think it's already out. It's just not proven yet. That's it. The truth's out, I think. There's a reason why your national press and your national media channels lock onto shit. There's only so much they can scream about and then they've been shut down. No follow-ups, no nothing. Why? Because it kicks in straight away. Whoa, you're stepping on fucking shit here, stop it. So you had all papers doing a little hit on him. Not confirming it, but sort of... Papers lie, but they don't throw you all over the front page and shit with your face and everything unless there's something they know but they can't say. You see, the media... They've got injunctions on all sorts of mad people that if the injunctions weren't there, they'd be telling you who they are. They're just trapped by this mad system. Like the Daily Mail and shit like this. They'd be telling you straight away, but there's restrictions in the background so they can't give you the full SP on it. You see them at the Daily Mail when they've done the splash on Robert Thompson and the stalker, it's possibly the same thing. They just don't do that, you know, unless there's like something. Do you understand the risk that brings to people? So they don't do it unless there's like some sort of... Think about it. How many people on social media have you seen getting called horrendous things and suspected horrendous things? Have you ever seen them splashed across your newspapers? Even though they've been getting fucking viral off it? No. This you have. There's some truth in it. Defo. And the way he was targeting that Venables for years, and then the last year or two, it's all switched onto him because it is what it is, mate. There's too many indications. Only 5% that's left is he's got an opportunity to prove it's not him. If he doesn't prove it's not him, well then it must be him. Because as I say, look, put all the bullshit aside. If you've got that stigma attached to you, and you're meant to be one of the boys, and you're meant to be this, and you're meant to be that, you're doing whatever the fuck you can to stop that rumour about yourself. And if you've got paperwork in your back pocket that you can just go, yeah, look, there's my previouses, mate. There's my first ever offence. There's my second offence. There's my third offence. There's my fourth offence. There's my jail time. He's screaming he's done 17 years. It'll show us on your pre-cons exactly how much imprisonment you've had. 17 years, he's not done 17 years. He's got 140 convictions in so many years. How? I've been committing crimes since I was 12, getting arrested. I've got 14 convictions in 35 years of crime. He came on the scene and it's fucking, I don't know. I was in jail when he came on the scene. He weren't on the scene before that. So in them 12 years he's popped up. So between 2004 and 2016 he came on the scene. And he's around my age. I didn't know him. Let's have that shit in the picture as well. I'm 45, he's 42. It's our generation. He was definitely not in the YP system. Definitely never in the YP system. Not in the system we were in. Do you understand? He was in Red Bank or something in. You know, the YP, like the juvenile centres. When you're at 12, when you're at their age, you go into Red Bank and you go into secure units. You don't go in the prison system. And you can stay in them secure units till you're 18. Let me just check something. It's like an investigation show. Yeah, so Sam Walker, a notorious Liverpool criminal with over 140 convictions, was first heavily convicted and sentenced to 4.5 years in 2008 for his involvement in heroin and crack cocaine supplying gang. First major conviction, 2008. Walker was jailed in 2008 following a police sting that seized £12 million worth of drugs. So where the fuck's he come from? Criminal background records indicate he's been involved in crime since childhood, and a court report in 2020 mentioned he was first convicted at the age of 14. So now there's a conviction at the age of 14. Them bulges with 10 or 12, wasn't he? Subsequent convictions, he has spent the majority of his adult life in prison, with further convictions in 2010, 2013, 2016. 2010 he got 4 years 8 months. 2016 he got 23 months. And 2019 for a mobile phone in prison. Total time served. He has previously stated he has been sentenced to over 25 years in total. He stated that in a Liverpool Echo quote. But that's bullshit. But when we look at his age, 14, I wonder what that first conviction was and where was it? Because he's got 140 convictions. And most of them was in his childhood, I reckon. In a secure centre somewhere. It's my opinion, it's my theory. But there you go. We know there's a conviction at the age of 14. If he gets his previous convictions out and shows us that he was not in custody when this conviction was done at 14, then he's sweet, isn't he? He can remove the stigma and everyone can stop chatting shit about it. We know for a fact there's a conviction at 14, don't we? It's just been, I've just found it. So get your pre-cons out and either stop reveling in the stigma of being a dirty child murdering nonce, or stop fucking clickbaiting on it. Either way, get your pre-cons out. Either way, it's a bad thing what you're doing. You're loving that people are calling you this. You're loving that you're getting in the mail. You're loving that you're all across social media with this stigma attached to you. Why? Because it keeps you relevant. Okay then, well if it's not that, you must be him. Okay then, if it's not that, get your pre-cons out. Instead of all these options and things, get your pre-cons out. He won't do it because I'm telling him to do it. And he's in this little mad, like, thing with me. He's in this, like, relationship with me. He has been for years. He's got a deep, mad relationship with me. Even though I'm void in it, I haven't got a clue about it. He's just like... You'll see him sometimes copying me. What? He'll start letting on to everyone that pops in his life like I do. He can't keep it consistent, why? Because he's acting it. I've done it every time I come on my live for years. He imitates me doing it. That's why he can't do it every night when he's coming in. Every time he's come in, what are you getting? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? He started doing it. That's just another thing he's watched me doing and started doing, or his people have watched me doing and told him, that's good, do it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's weird. He's just a fucking creature. Hey, ever been to Newport? Yeah, I've been to prison in Newport. Isn't Newport on the Isle of Wight? Jay Byrne, Irish Scouts. You've got to understand what they're like, these little weird fucking posh boy criminals, if you like. They'll be behind the scenes, manipulating as much as they can to make dough. It won't just be him, it'll be just him now. That's why he's all over the place, just floating around by himself, doing a madness. But when you see him situated in the UK or just outside and he's got all this lavish shit and he's got all these boys and people around him, that's when he's got that ghost and all them around him. While he's on his toes now, he's just with a little punter, probably Tinhead. You're seeing Tinhead in this little setup now, aren't you? Instead of all over his place. You can see the first thing the stalkers had to do straight away was get me to stop speaking about Tintin's family. So we sit here like all this mad thing, the clothes out the window and all this thing was a real thing, when in reality it mightn't be. If Tintin sat next to him, I'm ripping Tintin on his whole family. If he distanced himself from Tintin, well, I'm not ripping Tintin and Tintin's family and the business and all and whatever else they do. So he's probably with Tintin. Tintin can prove that, can't he? Why? Just walk out of his front door or his window or his garden, just go, where are you? I'm not in Vietnam, look. Can't he? Cheating bastards, aren't they, these fucking shops, mate? Have a look. Whatever that says, Temptations, chocolate biscuits, mate. You know what they are? Chocolate custard creams with chocolate poured over it. I've got another fucking set there, and you've got the white custard creams with chocolate wrapped around it. Cheeky bastards. So it's not a whole new biscuit, it's the shit they can't sell with a layer of chocolate wrapped around it and packaged. Yeah, look. Now watch. Does make a difference though. Nice. Oh my god. I felt like I liked it for a little minute there. How are you, Melissa? Is everyone okay? I've got one biscuit left. And I will demolish packets of them, you know, animal. Oh. Oh. You might as well slap her and I've got her in a headlock. Whoa. Guitar's a hell of I've sent it down the Sherlock. Oh, I've got your mind in the corner in another fucking headlock. Whoa, call me Detective Sherlock. Whoa, I've got your mind on the knees like a fucking detective. Whoa. Yes, Foxtrot, are you feeling it, lad? Tell by your toenails. Oh, no. So, bang, to the front of your head, popping on the ledge, you're acting like a fed. Oh. I love it when the chocolate melts on your fingers. Whoa. Whoa. I visualise it. Darren Gee at 25 survived it. Whoa. Whoa, crash band, now you are. Whoa, Jess, J Bird. Whoa, 30 rifle. I've had a 38 rifle. .308, 38. Andy Palmer. Have bullets like that. Camouflaged up the front. By the length of my arm. Not too long, just impact. Nice. Sat someone off for it. 36 hours I sat on the step. From Friday to Sunday morning. Okay, yes, bags, and he probably would have got life off. White's was sat there and he's across the road. I was sitting his front door off from like fucking 16 feet. 16 feet, I'm sitting this mush off. John Brown, his name was. He lived on Rockfield Road at the time, and he had this flat in these steps. And where I was perched across the road, you had these big houses with Stanley Park adjoining them. So I was sweet, just perched in this bush. Got a phone call off Wes, someone else, where are you, lad? Said, sat off. Let's come again, come on then. Meet me here. This was what Wes and some other kids sat with me for hours. Oh, we're getting off, also, it's getting cold. The fuck off then, lad. Perched.
Ninja Flex Light gives you
a Remington 308 it was.
Well, it's slow smoking, crispy roasting.
And what had happened was this.
Artisan pizza.
When I've been there, perched, I'm like I'm fucking...
not agree to that.
I'm sat there like a sniper.
Welcome.
And what I've done is I went, spat, like an amateur. And that spit has landed on the strap that's round my shoulder.
Attempt to impersonate me.
And then I've put the thing to bed.
Not even close.
And then Danny and Wes have ended up with it. And ended up taking it down there with some more they were having with some kid called Joey Tomo. So we've got them things in this kid called Danny McDonald's garden, right? And what they've done, a little bit of madness has gone on, and they've put all the firearms in the car. That's up his path, up Danny Wiseman's path. And Danny Wise been blasting in 2000 on the Millennium. He was the first person to be blasted in the Millennium, Danny Wise. Got shot in a pub in Crocky. Well, as part of that investigation, 2001, sorry, weren't the Millennium. As part of that investigation, fucking, they went to Danny Wiseman's, Daniel MacDonald his name was, but Danny Wise called. They'd gone to Danny Wiseman's house, searched it, and see the Mondeo that's up the path had been sprayed up a week before, and that's why it was up the path, meaning it's got bullet holes going down the side of the door. So the feds have noticed the bullet holes and took the car for forensics. And when they've searched it, they found 3 firearms in it, the rifle being one of them. By the time they've come round with everything they've got on that, I'm in custody on the conspiracy. He popped up with that. Started questioning me about all mad shit. I was getting back in for murders. Involved in mad murders. I didn't even realise. But our Danny took it. Why? Because they couldn't prove it was mine. What they could say was, it was one of the Gee's brothers. because it was partial spit, it weren't a full trace. So, because there's 5 of us, all we could say is, that's come from a G. Obviously we're Ian, Stephen and Billy, so they went for Darren and Danny, charged the both of us on it. And Danny took it and ended up getting 3.5 years. Danny went guilty for it because I was on trial for my murders and pure mad offences as well. So there was one time where I'd gone on a mission. I bought this PP Plus Subaru Pro Drive Plus WRX Pro Drive Plus, 27 grand to pay for it. Black one machine, a year old. And what's happened is, been going off down there with Wes's brothers and Wes with this family, and we've drove past the brook. I've got Blake in the car with me, so you've got me, Mark Richardson, Blake, and one of the other kids off the estate there with Blake, and we're just cruising round all night, you know, having joints, and when the clubs have shut down we'll cruise past and have a little blame, see if there's any bears that we can take back and skull rag. Well, not me, you know, I treat women with a tight grip, you get what I'm saying. But we're floating around, we end up by the Broadway, and the Broadway was like a social club stroke nightclub of a weekend, and all them drug dealers and all them mad people from North Liverpool, Crocky, West Derby, all them ends, not a screen, all went to this Broadway, so it was a catalyst of conflict, if you like. So when we're driving past, Blake, I think we had Dean as well, to be honest. Blake and Dean have seen this big fella with blonde hair, big heavy set fella with blonde hair, outside acting hard on one of their mates or something. And they've jumped out the car and I'm backing these. So when I see these fronting this big fucking madness, I've jumped out. It's gone off. We've weighed them in. Jumped back in the car. They've got blood all over them off them, and jumped in the car and jumped on the back seat. And then we've got off. And we've got it, done whatever, dropped them off. A few days later, my car's been pounded for something, an alleged shooting in Anfield. My car's been pounded for an alleged shooting in Anfield, and they're doing forensics on it. And they've had it for about 6 months. And now all of a sudden, that big fella, the blonde hair, has been murdered in his house. Someone's gone through his front door and blasted him with a shotgun, killed him. Now they found his blood on the back seat of my car. Now I'm involved with another fucking murder. Get what I'm saying? My name's popping up in murders all over the fucking gaff. Why? Because I've been chilling with these kids who are off the barnets. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's all true, that, mate. It's all mad, that, isn't it? Mad, mate. Got the Subaru back. Fucking right. You know what they did to me? I bought the car cash. Because you could back in the day, there weren't no problem. Everyone was doing it, car traders, everything was doing cash still. So I burnt over to Birkenhead, bought the car. Within 56 hours, the police have gone to his address, the fella that sold me it. Got a big statement off it, that I'd paid cash and all this. When they tried to get me on supplying years later, they started coming out with all this, all the cars I'd bought. They'd gone round to the people, got statements, told them I paid them in cash, whether it was Scottish or what, all this mad shit. Anyway, boom. I'm not a murderer. Ignore the rumours. This crime I'm convicted on, I participated in a group discussion where we decided someone needed to be hurt who was involved, what we thought, with the murder of Craig Barker. We went down there, the person ended up dead. I wasn't the gunman. You got knobheads trying to indicate I'm a cold blood murderer and I've killed this or this. They're just all weird fucking idiots, mate. Killed nothing. I've been around killers. What's the difference?
Welcome to my bank. Right.
Like, if you look at most of the lads that I've had it with, younger, they're all lifed off for murder.
Quick selfie checks for big withdrawals. Should anyone
They're all killers.
impersonate me?
A few of them haven't been convicted on the M's, but they're convicted on other shit, which is basically like a conviction for the M. So the feds know they can't do nothing, so they make sure they get them long things. And that's straight up facts, that. If you think about, let's think about the people that's being lifed off who I've mixed with on a face-to-face basis. Let's look. Mark Richardson, always with me, right next to me. 38 ref. Scott Walker, 20 ref. Sanjay, 20 ref down there. Anthony Campbell, 20 ref. Buster never got a 20, but he got something like a 15. Wes, yeah, I understand, he's only IPP'd, isn't he? Danny, just an IPP though. I'm just trying to think, because there's quite a lot more. Loads of lads who I've had it with have been lifed off. Loads. Hollow, Lloydie, Duffy, all them. Turner, said Turner only. And the amount of lads that have been murdered, that have been round from all over the city. And even lads that I've not mixed with, but they've been in my company through Danny, like Tyrone Griffiths, another killer. Nicky and Willis Nelson, 2 more killers. Michael Clay went on to kill little Franny Bear, another killer. Doing the YPs with him, 40 gangster. Used to do our washing, man and Tony Richardson's. Don't forget the men have been round as well. George Bromley Senior, been round him, killer. Charlie Sager, I've been round him, killer. He killed Bromley, or participated in, whatever you want to say. With police understanding. Why? Because he was causing the police a fucking headache. Those certain gangsters affiliate with feds and get passes. Just loads, you don't want to think about it. Not loads, but well over 12. Well over 12. There's even people like Peter Hollywood from Delamore Road, who we used to hang around with when I was a kid. Life off for stabbing another kid on Delmore Street. Killer. Danny Reid, killer. McDonnelly, killer. These never got convicted for their murders. They kill people like Dorman and shit. You know, Dorman on the club and that. Speaking about murder, they've arrested a young lad for the Alex Cox murder, haven't they? Coming back from Spain, they'd nicked him. So obviously he's left somewhere around the murder time and legged it. That's the weak nut in the cog, if you like. He shit himself and legged it. Now he's back, he's fucked. Someone's gonna crumble on him. Which is good, really. Why? Because the family get justice, don't they? And we haven't got another unsolved murder by drug dealers in the city, have we? The more families that get justice for their young lads, the better it is for the city. Why? Well, they haven't got justice, they can't make an impact. The minute they get justice, then they step up onto a pedestal. No, let's prevent more children getting done. See, all these families that haven't had justice, if they've got the justice, they'd have mad initiatives going on in the communities they're from. But because they haven't got the justice, it's like stalling them. They can't feel good, they can't feel they're fucked, basically. Because the son's being murdered and they've got no justice. Imagine you being Lucy Hargreaves' fucking ma.
Welcome to my bank.
Imagine being that girl's ma and army.
Airline miles from my rev.
You see that Ashley Dale that got done over there? I mean, Ellie Edwards.
To household essentials.
Rootless. All these girls. Imagine what it's like for the fucking parents, mate. Some have had justice and they're still fucked off it. The ones who haven't got the justice, it's like the unknown space, isn't it? And that unknown space ruins anyone. And all they need to come out of that is confirmation of who the fuck killed their son. It's alright the speculation, it's alright the group's talking. They won't really accept it until the law go, it's him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Once they get that, it's closure for them. Start the healing process. Start recovering from the fucking big loss amongst this unit. If they don't get that, that unit breaks down fully. The whole family, the mum and dad can't tolerate each other no more and shit. And it's all to do with not getting the answers. Isn't it? And even that's not the right conclusion for them, but it gives them the opportunity to heal a bit more. Because even the parents don't get the true facts. There's loads of undisclosed intelligence and information that the parents of the deceased don't get told about. You know, out of their way, oh my shit, leave this out, leave that out, prosecution agreeing to it and all this. So loads of details about their son doesn't get released. You know, his behaviour, what he's up to, how he is this, how he is that. All that information damages their case, so they hide it in undisclosed. They don't want any of these kids to be coming across in court like a gun-carrying thug. So they'll do what they can to hide any intelligence that indicates he's harsh in the game. You get what I'm saying? Some some of you don't. But it's all that gang life, it's all that group thinking, it's all that losing your identity and gaining the identity of the group. It's all it is, gangland. It's that gang mentality. It's fucked, it's ruining your kids, it's making your kids weak. It doesn't make them strong, it makes them strong in the group, weak on their own. When you've got these lads with the group, they're not carrying blades. You might have one or two in the whole group that's got blades. When you've got these lads by themselves, not with the group, that's when they're carrying the blade. Why? Because they're insecure as fuck. Can't handle not being and having that security, having that someone to back them up or call or bum 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 bum. That's why I keep on bringing you back to it, mate. You need to start getting your kids to be that unique individual. I screamed at you for years, you know the difference between a leader and a follower. What do you think the difference is? What's the difference between a leader and a follower? Does anyone know? I've told you for years.
But what is it about?
Some of you must fucking listen.
Money? Is it a people thing? Is it tomorrow?
We'll have a guess.
Today?
Yes, Joe.
Or do we need to think about what a bank is?
Leader is unique, says Rose. Platty says free will.
Come on.
Thanks, Joe.
It's a metaphor. Revelation.
Anyone else said anything? None. Says Jay Bear. Easier to follow than it is to lead. Lone wolf. No. One keeps his identity and the other doesn't. It's the difference. It's the only difference. The kid who knows who the fuck he is, understands where the fuck he comes from and understands what he's all fucking about. That's the leader. The kid that doesn't know that follows him. You keep your kid in touch with himself and he will lead his own life. If your kid loses himself, he'll follow other people in life. That's the difference between a leader or a shepherd and a sheep. The shepherd understands who the fuck and what the fuck he is, and the sheep doesn't. Yes, righty. So keep your kids isolated from this group way of being as much as possible. They're doing it to them in school, so you're up. It's a challenge for you to like combat, because school are implementing this into the psyche of your kids. Why? Because they're easier to control in a workforce, in a brotherhood space. When your kids are going through school, most of the projects they're doing is team building projects, group thinking, brainstorming. All this stuff is to have your kids leaving school relying on others, mixing with others. And if your kids are daft bastard, which most are who complete school, when they get into a space where you've got unschooled, intelligent people, your kids are fucked. They're good for doing emails. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So look, you know, if your kid had no one to turn to, he'd have to turn to himself. That process is what makes your kid strong. You know, if your kid can call his mate or call his mate or call his mate, he will do. He will do. If there's no one to call, he will deal with the shit himself. And that's what you want. If your kid's depending on people to solve his problems when he's young, how the fuck's he going to survive when he's an adult unless he does go into groups? It's a valid point, lad. Honest to God, Even if you've got to put the work in every night yourself. Take him swimming, take him this place, take him that place, so he's not away from humans. He's just not mixing with them. He's observing them. Have your kids observing what the fuck's going on instead of being what the fuck's going on. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, who are you to speak? Who are you to speak? I'm just a kid that's gone through horrendous shite right through my life, and I'm telling you how I see stuff. If you don't see it like me, it's alright. I'm not telling you this is what you should do. I'm advising you. I think if you want your kid to be like we was when we were growing up, you've got to get him back into the way of individual thinking, individual sports, individual fucking hobbies. Do you get what I'm saying? I've given you loads of examples why it's important your kid doesn't become a fucking knobhead in a group. Why? Because he'll always be the knobhead in the group. And no matter what, if your kid goes out the door with his identity intact and he taps into a group, he won't be a knobhead in the group. He'll be one of the main people in the group. He won't be the getting sent to the shop for skins. So either way, doesn't matter how you look at it, it's beneficial to bring your son or your daughter up in that way. It becomes a regular fucking thing. He's the one that gets milkshakes bounced off him for camera shows and that. You don't want this with your kids, do you? And you see them groups, why? Because you'll have them unique leaders in there. Doesn't matter how they're leading because they know who the fuck they are and they've got an identity. And what you'll see with the group is, the leaders, as they get older, fuck off and tap into something more, and the dunces just get left, end up staying in the Mars or in some little den around there, fucked all their lives. Why? Because it weren't the space for them. You shouldn't have been in that space, it's not for you. Yes, big T, man. You know, you've got spaces that are built for certain people. You've got a space for kids that have gone through care, gone through prison, gone through crime, and there's a mad space there for them. What you've got in my space, in our space, is dickheads that haven't gone through the process, but acting like they have. Do you get what I'm saying? It's pure fucking dunces, and they're gonna get left. Like us, there was loads of kids with us that shouldn't have been there. What they should have been in was on the job thing. You should have been on your job thing, loads of yous. Why? Look what you're searching for now at the age of 32, 28, 29. You were a big hard gangster a few years ago. What are you looking for now? A job? You weren't meant for that space. The people that are meant for that space are doing life sentences and shit. You haven't got that in you, kid. You never did that. Choose a life, not a knife, people. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're not built for that shit, don't go near it. Simple, really. You're not built for that shit if you haven't gone through the white peas, if you haven't been questioned on murders, if you haven't been dragged into police stations most of your life and interrogated and all this shit. If you have none of that experience, you're not built for that life. Just don't even go in it. You're not ready for the consequences if you get fucked off it. We live in the consequences. We know what we're doing. We know the risks. We know the sentences. If I walk out this door looking to do something that I'm getting a 40 or a 45 rec for, I'm doing it with intent. I'm not looking to get away. I know I'm going here, putting this family to bed, and when I get nicked, I'm finished, I'm getting a 50 or a 60 or whatever, I'm done. I know this. You shithouses are still plotting to get away from scenes and that. We're past that. That's your kids' activity, you don't do that no more. They're gone, man. The only reason you should be going out your front door to kill someone is if they've headshotted your mother or brother or your daughter or something. Other than that, you shouldn't be running out thinking you're a killer.
Welcome to my bag.
Look what happens to them.
I can redeem airline miles from my rev points, which I earn from everyday spending. From takeaways to...
If I would have killed David Regan, I'd still be in jail now.
Revolut.
When I was convicted, I wasn't convicted as the gunman. If I was convicted as the gunman, I'd still be in jail now. Fucked. Done. But I was built for that. I was ready for that. I could do that without medication. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? For you just have not got a 20 in you. That's what you get these days. At the least.